Well, obviously we're thrilled. We think the judge made a very thoughtful decision. He listened to the facts of the case, and Prosecutor McGinney just couldn't get us there, despite every effort. You know, I've never seen a prosecutor argue against a gag order before, and we should have known that there was going to be problems with him right from the start, because that was the first thing. We spent 2 weeks arguing about a gag order for you guys. Prosecutors generally want those things, not want them. You wanted to try this thing in the media. We argued about Brelo's decision to be able to choose an attorney, for crying out loud. Another 2 weeks. Fifth Amendment rights. You know, for Tim McGinney to go out in the public with you guys and say, hey, what are they hiding because they're invoking their constitutional rights, is absolutely a dereliction of his duty and his sworn oath.
What happens next for Michael Brelo?
I don't know. You know, he's going to go decompress for a little while, him and his family. So,
does he want to return to the force?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He's a policeman. He loves public service. You know, his entire life. He was a decorated Marine over in the Gulf, and he's a fine police officer here, and he wants to come back to work.
Internal charges still possible?
Sure, I would imagine. But I don't know what they could be.
What message does this verdict send to your officers, the ones you represent?
Do things the right way, and you're going to be okay. Despite the rhetoric, despite the emotion, despite the politics of it, despite the media coverage of it, no offense. But, you know, it's... we live in America. This is the best court system in the world, and we saw that today. You know, the facts were presented. The judge made a decision. Now, Mike Brelo was held accountable. That's all you hear from McCoy and, you know, those folks out there. We want him held accountable. Well, he was held accountable. He was indicted. He went through a jury or a trial. McGinney argues against our right to pick a bench trial. You know, 3 briefs on it, on how the African American people from Cleveland and East Cleveland deserve to sit in judgment of this, and you know, that's a right that every American has, not based on what your job profession is.
Did you get to talk to Michael at all after? How is he?
Sure.
Doing? How's he doing?
It's the weight of the world. The weight of the world is off that kid's shoulders. You know, off his family's shoulders. This is a tragic situation from beginning to end. For Melissa Williams, her family, Tim Russell's, our heart goes out to them. But every one of those officers has got some. This has been very, very hard for many, many people in the community and people that were directly involved. So this is a good thing. For us, I hope the community respects the judge and respects the process. I have faith in Clevelanders that they're not going to go out and do anything crazy. This is our city, you know, and at the end of the day, we're not that far away from the ideologies, right? People don't want to get hurt. We don't want our officers getting hurt. Police officers do not want to hurt anybody. That's not what we go to work to do, you know, so everybody needs to stay calm. Appreciate the fact that we live in the United States of America and these types of court systems are available to us.
Now, you were saying that McGinney pretty much was playing a dirty pool type.
Absolutely.
What about
he should be ashamed. He should be disbarred, actually.
What about the fact, though, that you put out an email to your officers about not answering the question?
I didn't put out that. I said that if you looked at the email that I put out to them was that they're under no legal obligation. And again, that was Prosecutor McGinney setting us up for that. All he needed to do was subpoena those officers in, and they would have had to come in. But he didn't do that. He just put a nice little letter out, and I said simply, the decision is yours, exactly what I said. The decision is yours to make, but you're under no legal obligation to answer a letter. You are legally obligated to answer a subpoena.